She's smart and beautiful.
Megan Winfrey is trying to sort out what she wants to do with her life. It's a more challenging predicament for her than most 25-year-olds. In April of this year, the single mother was released from prison, where she was serving a life sentence for murder.
I never would have dreamed that I would have spent all my adult years in prison.
Megan was 18 when she was charged, along with her father and brother, Richard Winfrey Sr. and Richard Winfrey Jr., with the 2004 murder of Murray Burr, a janitor at the Cold Spring High School. The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals acquitted Winfrey this year, ruling that the dog scent evidence used to secure her conviction in 2008 was insufficient. Her father, who had been sentenced to 75 years in prison, was acquitted in 2010, and the jury acquitted her brother after just 13 minutes at his 2009 trial. Now that all three of the family members are acquitted, though, no one is being held accountable for Murray Burr's tragic death.
There's still a killer out there. There's still somebody out here who brutally murdered this man, and they're just thinking we beat the system. So I feel like Murray deserves justice. I feel like we deserve justice.
When she was arrested, Megan's daughter Danielle was just 1 year old. The baby screamed as officers took her mother away to jail.
I was used to having her every single night, so when I went to jail that time, that was devastating for me because I wondered how she felt because I knew how I felt. Because I stuffed a t-shirt with a bunch of clothes and just held it because I was so used to holding her at night.
Now that she's out of prison, Megan is working to find a job and to build a relationship with her daughter, who is now a 7-year-old.
She's so self-sufficient and so smart. She is so smart and she has such an outgoing personality. When she first came over here, I didn't know what to do with her. I thought she was still a baby in my mind.
She's also hoping to help solve the mystery of Murray Burr's death.
This case has affected my life in a huge way, and I want it solved.
The 51-year-old's body was found on the floor of his trailer home on August 7th, 2004. He was stabbed 28 times in the head, neck, and face. Streaks of blood outlined a trail across the house where the killer had dragged his body. With the acquittal of all three of the Winfreys, San Jacinto County District Attorney Richard Countess said Burr's homicide will go into the cold case files.
As far as I know, there's nothing active going on right now in the case.
And Countess said he doesn't have much hope that anyone will ever be charged again in the brutal killing.
I don't anticipate that they'll put together another case, but you never know. Particularly with the DNA, if they could just find something that would give them a link where they could start putting things together, then something might come of it. But I'm not optimistic.
Despite the acquittals, Countess said many in this small town are not convinced that the Winfrey family was not involved in Burr's death.
There's been no declaration that they are innocent. What the court has said is that there is not enough evidence to prove their guilt, which is a vastly different thing.
Megan Winfrey said she doesn't care much about the opinions of other people in the community. She knows she didn't kill Burr.
I really don't care what anybody thinks anyway. So they can look at me and I'm still going to pick my eggs out and put them in my cart.
But she does want the courts to declare her actually innocent, a possibility that becomes more real if the killer is identified. And there must be clues, she said, buried in the piles of evidence stacked in the boxes in the San Jacinto County Courthouse. If she gets the funds to do so, Megan said she would even hire an investigator herself to track down those leads.
I'm not satisfied because I'm out. I'm so happy and thrilled to be home, but it's not over for me. I want this case solved.